What's up, everybody? Peter McCarthy here, and welcome to today's guitar lesson. It's going to be on a G blues song remade by Led Zeppelin's Traveling Riverside Blues, Robert Johnson's song. And it's going to be a great place if maybe this is your entry into slide, or maybe this is your entry into different open tunings. This is a great place to start, and it's a fun song. And I'm going to show you the easier version of it, rather than a little bit more involved way of playing it, because again, I think I wanted to present this as an entry into both open tunings and slides. So let's get started. The song is in G blues. It's a G blues song, the way we're going to perform it and the way Zeppelin did it. So let's learn how to tune our guitar to an open G. Here's a guitar, and you take your low string and you bring it down a full step to a D. Okay? Then your fifth string should be tuned down a step to a G. Fourth string stays the same at D. Third string stays the same at G. Second string stays the same at B. And your first string comes down a step to a D. So there you have it. That's a G chord. And that is called the one chord in our blues, okay? Or the key. So there's our one chord. And the next chord that you're going to need as we get onward in the song is you flatten your first finger out over 5 strings at the 5th fret. And that's our 4 chord in this blues. That's our C chord. Okay? And the next chord that we're going to need is going to be, you take that exact same shape and you move it up to the 7th fret and you have a D chord. Okay, now, so again, it was G or 1, C or the 4 chord, and D or our 5 chord. Okay, those are the 3 chords. There's one other chord that Jimmy Page uses in the turnaround that I want to show you. I'm going to take the slide off a minute. You know your little D7 cowboy chord? It's just like that. What you do is you take your first finger, put it on the B string's 1st fret. Your second finger goes on the G string's 2nd fret. And that's all you need. Okay, and that's a D7 chord. And we're going to be using that. He plays that, he adds that in at the turnaround section. So the song is going to be broken up into 2 segments. The theme in the beginning of the song that you hear loops around 4 times. And then the block of the song is really a 12-bar blues. You hear that, it wouldn't hurt you to know that what a 12-bar blues is. It's 12 bars long, and it's a blues progression. When we say bar, we mean that one measure, or you're counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 1 bar. So 12-bar blues is a blues progression, and it's 12 bars long. A lot of people call it a 1-4-5 as well, and I kind of just told you why. You have the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. Now, let's just jump right in. I want to show you the theme of the song. See, in open tunings, whether you tune to open G, or open D, or open E, a lot of times guys will just slide into the 12th fret, and it sounds cool, and what you have is your open chord in an octave higher. So that's a really common theme. A lot of people, you can just have a lot of fun right there, and that could be the end of the lesson for you. Well, you hear that a lot. So, but let's expand on that. So what you do is you slide into the 12th fret. Now, if you're just getting into slide, unlike when you play regular traditional guitar and you press behind the fret, on slide guitar you have to aim right over the fret wire. Okay? And it's real tricky on some guitars, especially the 12th fret on this shorter scale. So that is where your aiming point is. Slide into the 12th fret, and with your right hand, down, up, down, up, down. All right? Putting that together. And the fun of it is that you slide into it, of course, and you slide out of it. So now let me play the second segment of this riff, regular speed, and then I'll show it to you. Okay, and that's open, 3rd, slide to 5, slide back to 3rd, and then open. Now, you can hear a lot of Jimmy Page music right in there. Can't you? So anyway, one more time. Open, 3 slides to 5, back to 3, and then open. Let me put both of these pieces together. take your first, I'll do it with my first finger. You can decide whatever finger you'd like to use. So you go on the 4th string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. Then move to the 5th fret of the 5th string, and you play that. And then play the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and slide up to 4. So individually the notes would be, and then play all the strings open. Now, the thing is, you're in an open tuning, kind of protects you a little bit. You can really have fun once you get precision of what notes you want to land on with your left hand. You can really lay into it and have a good time strumming, because remember, you're in the 1-chord tuning, so it'll sound right, and it'll sound more like this. So really, now you're going to present that, but you're going to be strumming it. Okay, so let's listen to the entire riff. Okay, 4 times. And you can do that 4 times at the end of every 12-bar blues section, like this. Okay, 4 times, and then the song begins, and now we're going to have our 12-bar blues block. So here's what we do. You take you strum, concentrate on just for now the 5th and the 4th string. And I'm playing that in a real static rhythm so you can hear it. However, if you're a blues fan, you're familiar with this sound, right? So again, what it is open on the D string, 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the D string. Now, once you get comfortable with this, once you get comfortable with what your left hand is doing, then it's time to have some fun with it, and you loosen up, and you can really lay into it with your right hand. And remember, this is a 1-chord riff that's going on, and we're tuned to a 1-chord. So all the open strings are really going to add to that. It's not super precise, okay? Even the way Jimmy Page or Robert Johnson are playing it, not super precise. Now I'm changing the rhythm to be more appropriate to what Jimmy Page played. I'm taking that static rhythm away. Right? He's playing it more syncopated, but the same notes in the left hand, and now you got to concentrate on the right hand, the rhythm of. Okay, that was 4 times, or 4 bars, or 4 measures of the 1-chord riff. Then you go to this C chord, our 4 chord. For 2 measures. Then you go back to that G chord riff for 2 measures. Okay, now you go back up to the 5 chord. 3, 4 for 4 beats, or 1 measure. The 4 chord for 1 bar, that C chord at the 5th fret for 1 bar. Now, here's the turnaround. It goes. Now, this is where that D7 chord comes in, but let me first play its regular speed from the 5 chord. And then back to the top. So, slowly, it's 5 chord, 4 chord, and that's 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open on the 4th string. And then that D7 chord, 3 for 1 measure. One more time from the 5 chord. From the 5 chord, I say D chord, 5 chord. chord, you play open, and then 3, 2, 1 on the D string, and then the D7 chord. Now that is the 12-bar blues segment. Now, both blocks that you just learned repeat. So you have the theme that I showed you in the very beginning 4 times. Then you have this 12-bar blues segment. Then that entire thing repeats. And that's what we call the song form, the way that the song cycles through. So let's see if we can listen to it. From the beginning, it would be... now the 12-bar blues. 4 chord, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. Back to the 1 chord for 2 measures. 5 chord, 4 chord, turn around. Back to the beginning, right? So you hear how that block in the beginning, that sort of theme. The guys are jamming on that 4 times around, and then you get into the block of the song where the singing is, we call it, okay, that's the 12-bar segment, and it goes back to the beginning. So again, this was, I wanted to make sure that it's clear that this was an easier version of how I'm hearing Jimmy Page play this. There's a couple little ornaments to it. There's a couple things I think he's doing on that 1 chord theme that I want to leave for a different lesson that's a little bit more involved. But for today, you can focus on learning how to tune your guitar to open G, and getting your feet wet a little bit with the slide, and how to get the pitch that you want out of it. And have some fun, with the right hand. Remember that a lot of the reasons why the open tunings are just great for many reasons, but it's a lot of fun. You're protected because you're tuned to an open chord. So there, technically, there's not really bad notes. Don't be afraid to really go for it and open up with your right hand and relax once you get the landing points on what your left hand needs to do. And the song is made of 3 chords, and it's a lot of fun. Remember, it's the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord, and a couple of cool little themes just to thread it together, So I'm hoping that you enjoyed this. I really love blues slide guitar, and I will definitely be back with some more lessons. So please shoot me your comments. Let me know what you thought of it, and like the button down below you, and don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you at petermccarthy.net for some more guitar lessons. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.